Okay friends, today we will be talking about the questionnaire. So we are in the third module, as you know. Third module we have completed scales of measurement, classification of scales and the criteria for good measurement. Today we will be discussing on the questionnaire design and types, and also we would be covering the pilot test, pilot study, reliability, validity and Cronbach alpha as well. Right? Okay. So let's go to the topic straight away. So what is this questionnaire? Questionnaire is a form of a set of questions basically. It was first developed by a British statistician and anthropologist Sir Francis Galton in the early 1900s. As I have discussed with you in the earlier context, anything that can be measured physically, let us say a weight of a person or a height of a person, can be measured through an instrument, a physical instrument. If you would want to know the weight of a particular object, you could use a physical balance, for example. You would have studied in your school these how to weigh liquids, how to weigh solids, and even the gas is compressed and it is brought into a container, and then that container is weighed. But when it comes to emotions, when it comes to feelings, when it comes to any sort of subtler like opinions or your attitude or you cannot make out, right? Between two people, you cannot say which person has got an attitude or opinion of something or an interest of something or something which is inside a person cannot be judged so easily. For this we need questionnaire. So questionnaire is a predetermined questions for all respondents that serve as a primary research instrument in survey method of research. Here what you must understand is we are planning to do a survey method of research, and in the survey method of research, questionnaire is the way forward. So what are they used for? They are used to collect factual information consisting of series of questions. Now we go to the characteristics of a good questionnaire. How should a questionnaire be framed? First, a questionnaire must be specific and relevant to topic. Let us say you would want to find the product marketing, and the questions that you are asking could be related to attrition, which means people leaving the company and going. So there is totally no connection. Your objectives can be marketing objectives and the questions can be related to human resource, HR. So that is not specific, that is irrelevant. Then it should be concise, meaning it should not be too big or too small. If it's too big, people lose interest to answer your questions, and if it is too small, you cannot capture enough detail or data. Next, the direction and the wordings must be simple and clear. Good questionnaire always has proper wordings that are simple. People should not go to dictionary and refer in order to find out what is the meaning of that you have asked in the questionnaire. So that must be ensured. Then comes the questions that must be objective, meaning the way how you are asking. You should not lead the respondent to an answer. For example, don't you think this is the right thing? You should not say like that. Do you think it is the right thing? Don't you think and do you think has a lot of difference. Don't you think means you are giving a small signal to the respondent to act in a way that you are recommending that person to act. Whereas do you think means you are giving them a neutral hand. You are not forcing them into any opinion, right? So that question is called objective question. Then comes that it must follow a logical sequence. These are the characteristics of a good questionnaire. Then comes the functions of a good questionnaire. So functions of a questionnaire is two basically. First function is descriptive and the next function is measurement. Descriptive is a function, it means there are The questionnaire provides a description about the respondent's profile. What is the respondent's profile? It could be the age of the respondent. Respondent here means the person who is answering your questions. It could be gender, that is male or female. It could be the marital status, whether the person is married or is he a bachelor or is she a spinster. Then what about their income levels? What is their qualification, educational qualification? What do they do? Occupation, and then religious, political affiliations, etc. This is descriptive data of the respondent must be collected. This is the first function of a questionnaire. Second one is to measure the individual or a group's inner behavior, that is behavioral tendencies such as attitude, opinion, traits, habits, intentions, etc. In the finance, we say investor behavior towards stock market, investor behavior towards foreign institutional investments, investors' behavior towards mutual funds, etc. Similarly, in HR and marketing, you have plenty of behaviors, intentions, behaviors, etc. Then we will move on to what is types of questionnaire. So the types of questionnaire can be based on two. One is based upon type of response, right? What response you want? Is it an open-ended or a closed-ended? Closed-ended means you are giving a dichotomous scale, yes or no, or you are giving a scale, whether do you agree or you disagree or you are neutral, etc. These are all called closed-ended. Whereas open-ended is a paragraph, which means please suggest any points to improve the service of this hotel. So that is called open-ended, which means the respondent or the participant is free to give their own comments to the particular question. Next comes the based upon method of administration. Here you may use a mail questionnaire. For instance, you may send Google Forms. Now that today in the pandemic age, we are not moving out anywhere. Therefore, personal visits is curtailed. In the event of which Google Forms or Mentimeter or Survey Monkeys, these are the technology tools that we use in order to collect opinions or viewpoints from others, being at the comfort of our house. Next comes face-to-face administering the questionnaire, which is not so popular these days. Next, questionnaire reliability, right? Okay, so I think with this we will stop, and then we will continue this questionnaire reliability, Cronbach alpha, questionnaire validity, and then questionnaire for various studies, and then pilot testing in the next video. Thank you.